I tested over 100 outreach scripts, every template, every framework, every secret you've seen pushed online. And I can tell you right now, most of them are complete bullshit. Not because cold email is there, but because the way people write and test the scripts is there. My name is Brendan. I run MS Console. 127 plus B2B companies have used our system. They've generated over $14.2 million in track revenue from it. We've booked over 8,000 qualified sales calls, not free audits, with real buyers. And a big chunk of that came from cold outreach systems. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to train AI so it generates cold outreach scripts that actually works in 2026 and not just sound clever, the winning script framework that kept beating every other script we test, and how this system helped Philip go from 0 to 185K ARR in 90 days, and George that took his close rate from 28% to 48% and add 275K in 90 days. Why most cold outreach scripts fail. In 2026, cold email is not dead. Bad cold email is dead. Cold outreach is not dead. Bad cold outreach is dead. Now, what does the data analysis say? 3x more replies. Campaigns aiming at under 200 people gets almost 3x the replies of the campaign blasting 2,000 people. So campaigns, I'm aiming at under 200 people who are personalized. Now, this is for different offers and niches. There's some offers that you just need to blast emails and then making sure that your scripts are optimal to get results. It's all for different reasons. Now, 0.3 reply rate. People who say cold email is dead or cold outreach is dead are usually the ones sending thousands of generic messages and getting 0.3% reply rate. 100 plus scripture says founders who still win with cold email or cold outreach are sending fewer highly targeted personalized messages built around pain and real intent. So why does most scripts still suck? Number one, no targeting, no real data, no feedback loop. So no real targeting, just anyone with a job title, no real data. That never check the lines actually worked. Check if these people have this data that you need to reach out to them. No feedback loop. Nobody longs which script got which results. So there's never an A/B testing that essentially, makes your outreach want to do better. So they just copy and paste a template from a good on X or Reddit, paste it into a tool, blast it to a list they barely cleaned, and hope for the best. Now, then they blame the channel. The fix is simple but not easy. Stop asking, what's the best script? Start asking, how do I train AI on real winners? And let the data tell me the best scripts for this offer in the market right now. And that's how I did with 100 plus tests, right? So the first thing is you get the best scripts, you get the best offers. The AI now that can rank your offer and then suggest a script, and then you test it along with different clients with follow-ups. So how I actually tested 100 plus scripts. Most I tested 100 scripts videos are fake. They change the list, the timing, the offer, and the call to action. They act like the script was the only variable. How I did it differently. Same offer, same list, same day, same window, only one script change at a time. So when the script won, it really was the script. I also tested the crazy stuff. Over personalized one-off videos, 10 to 20 minutes each, custom slides for each prospect, weird physical stamps, letters, and props. Some worked on a tiny scale or non-scaled to 10 to 20 calls per week. Now, you could be retarded and still close clients. You could be retarded and still get up to 10K to 20K a month. But you do that consistently over a period of time and then beat the new guys who are improving the AI, you need to work different. Now, instead of doing this stuff, I did this. I collect a script that actually produced revenue in our client work, fed those into AI, not just the lines, but the context. Offer, ICP, add client profile, outcome objections. Let AI generate variations and round control tests. I launched the numbers, open rate, reply rate, qualified calls, revenue, and kept only what won. So what you want to do is test variations, then put in the numbers into the AI systems, and then it basically gives you what works and what you should be doing. Out of all that, one simple script pattern kept beating everyone else. Not because it was cute, but because it matched how real buyers make decisions in 2026. Now, this moves along with trends. So with new trends, with new input on AI, it gets better. You need to structure your offers, structure your scripts, structure the leads, and all things work hand in hand. Right. How to train AI to generate killer scripts. Think of AI like a junior copywriter. Feed it junk, you get junk. Feed it real wins, you get real context, real data. It beats 99% of templates online. Now, Feed AI real wins, not random prompts. 3 to 5 revenue producing scripts, plus offer, plus ICP, plus outcome, plus prospect replies that turned into deals. Tell AI you're not allowed to sound generic. I'll give you an example of what I mean. Basically, this is an ad scripting worksheet, but it's different because it also covers the offer. You're going to be using this to literally put it into AI and answer these few questions. You know your offer, you put in your offer there, put in direct outcome, benefit of the outcome, differentiators, 3 relevant case studies, implied authorities. You're going to be putting all these things and then answering the questions as best as you know it, and then ask AI to reform it. That way you have an optimized offer. So when you need to script, it becomes easy to script. I'll show you this, and I'm going to be, putting all these SOPs in a document. Once you subscribe to our newsletter, I'm going to send it over to you. Now, generic variants, one core idea. 10 variants of the same pitch, same promise, different hooks, openers, pick the best 3 to 4, test on the same list, same day, same conditions. You can see this, right? Same sales stuff. You can see the best avatars, someone who has a brand new product launching coming soon and needs a funnel, an operator whose numbers break every time they scale, and the ad spend or outreach costs per call spikes, a founder sending 100 of cold emails and LinkedIn DMs a week with the calendar that's still empty. You're going to get different angles of different things, of different ways you can solve people's problems. You can also ask AI to give you more angles as well. It gives you more than 15, 20 angles, and you can use that to get scripts. You got to be smart about it. And then you log your results and feed them back. So open rates, reply rates, meetings, booked revenue. Tell AI this ones, this lost, learn from the winners, kill the losers. Right. I already did the hard part. So the framework that kept winning, not word for word, but skeleton works on email, LinkedIn, and DMs. So line 1, I saw you doing this, X hiring X and hiring this. We're always going to find the intent of these clients for enrichment of your clients. Once you script the leads, you can get it from some of this data center. I use ZoomInfo, Apollo, different enrichment tools you can use to get more data on the clients. That way you can hyper target them. You don't want to overdo it, but you want to put it in this context and let AI do it for you. You're going to put it like this. So you're doing this. Wanted to send a quick idea your way. 9-2. We already did this hacking for these people like you and got a clear result. Why I like this is, number 1, you're speaking to their minds and you're giving them a pathway to success. So you're saying you have already done this thing before, this very difficult logistical intensity for this kind of a business, and got this kind of results. It's eye-catching because at the end of the day, there's clients are having this difficulty in this business that looks like what you're showing them, and you have given them results that they're actually looking for. From the outside, it looks like you are at the stage where this is likely the problem. From what we're seeing, it looks like you're probably having a data enrichment problem. You're probably having a low show up rate problem because of this hard thing, and this should not be the case. Line 4, if I showed you the exact system we're using and how it could plug into what you're doing already, would you be open for a quick call this week to see if it fits? This is also a banger. There are other ways you can do the CTA, right? The other better ways, but AI will give you different areas and then you can test and see what works. What hooks works best? What gets the most open rates? What gets the most supplies? So that's how you know what wins, and then you can then blast the outbound. So we've done it for real clients on our websites. So these are real case studies we've done for our clients. Philip, 188 ARR in 90 days before he had 0 customers, 8 months of random scripts after AI trained winner scripts on a small high intent list. Results, 18 clients, 185K in 90 days. Connectedly, the same thing for George. We're making sure we are able to insert AI and change scripts that were not working and make it work. Sometimes it could just be the weddings. Sometimes it may just be sending emails that are spam related and then hurting your domain, hurting your conversions, hurting your reply rates, and hurting your campaign in general. You can see that we've done it for Brilliance, 42% page conversions, before 8% with scattered outreach, after revenue machine plus winner scripts in rebuild funnel. Result, 42% conversions, 27 calls in 30 days. Same thing we've done for Abuza, he landed 12 contracts, and so on and so forth. Now, all of this, different offers, different ICPs, same score script pattern, same AI training loop with real data. Don't want to spend months testing 100 scripts? That's literally why we built our system. There's a link in the description. It's a free 30 minutes working session with my team. We will look at your current outreach, find where scripts and targeting are breaking, map out how to train AI on your data, and find your winner scripts, show you what it would look like to plug a revenue machine into your business. We only invite you to work with us if we think we can realistically add 50K to 150K new revenue in 90 days. If we don't think we can, we'll tell you. The link is below. Right, rules that make any script win more. Small sharp lists under 200 accounts, be 2,000 plus random contacts. And this, remember, this is dependent on the ICP. It depends on different factors. But we are saying keep it short, keep it simple, personalize the outreach, and make it easy to understand. Deliverability, set up SBF, all this stuff for cold emails. And remember, if you have a good script, you bypass the spam filter, right? So here's what the people still winning with cold email or cold outreach in 2026 are saying. Small, sharp list beat massive blast. Under 200 accounts with real buying signals will often beat 2,000 plus random contact. Durability is not optional. Warm domains, clean data, low bounces, complaint rates, keep bounces under 2%, spam complaints under 0.3%, and set up this stat. 4 emails max. Now, like I said to you before, this depends on the market. 40% of replies comes from follow-ups, but after 4 emails, replies drops and spam complaints go up. Just depends on the ICP. Personalization is more than first name. One sharp line about the company role or recent move beats 5 paragraphs of fluff. Combine those rules with a clear target, a winner script, and tight AI training loop, and you're playing a different game. Everyone blasting templates. Now you know why cold outreach scripts are failing in 2026, and how I tested 100 scripts in a real way, and how I train AI to write better scripts every week instead of copying dead templates, and the winner script framework that keeps beating everything we test. If you want to see how we build the high intent lists that make the script really shine, the exact way we find buyers who are already raising their hands online, that's what I break down in the next video, because the best script in the world won't save you if you send it to the wrong people.